We started researching the space of human emotions and biometrics a few years ago when we did the world's first emotional response horror film, and that's led us on to this project with Red Bull Media. And the point of this was to measure emotions and body responses of elite athletes really in the sports that they do.
We see three potential audiences for the products that we're building and for the content that we're building. There's the rather obvious one, which is the heroes, right? The athletes, like Red Bull athletes. You should be able to record your sessions, you should be able to understand what your biometrics, your physiology is doing, and what your emotional state is all the way through that kind of journey of the sports experience. We think that would be entertaining to share with your friends. We think it would be entertaining to watch back and to have immersive media experiences with. But we also think there's this second benefit, which is that it gives you the ability to understand your performance. We're also trying to build tools for the people who support those heroes. You know, we call them the innovators. So these are your sports coaches, nutritionists, scientists, and so on, but also the people like production teams, media production and whatnot. And lastly, there's the kind of end audience, there's the regular public, who hopefully we can build some kind of completely new media experience and tool for them to use in their daily lives to enjoy and get closer to the heroes.
What it's led to is now we've come full circle. We were a production company that were doing technology that ended up moving really into software as a platform, that we've now started to bring that all back into doing content and creative content. And that's really where we have always lain in Sensum. It's the art and the science of emotions.
The resting stage, and then by the time you're here, you're back in.
What we will be doing is taking the data from the body, the human body, of each of these riders, their biometric changes, and along with the data of the environment around us, we'll be creating a bio-emotional shoot, a VR shoot where you can actually be the hero, you can feel what it's like to go through this kind of sport.
The problem we're trying to solve is to tie all these systems together to be able to manage and record all these data streams across biological data, audio, video, on-bike stuff, on-body stuff, external media production cameras and audio systems, and synchronize all these streams at the same time from a single resource.
Well, that one you don't really hear on the frame, or I didn't.
This time we've added contact microphones to the bikes, and the sound coming from that is definitely interesting. And we hope to correlate that with the emotions and the biometrics of the people that they're experiencing.
It's a totally different point of view, actually, what we need to shoot, because we need to see the feelings and the experience, the emotions, or what the bike is even going through on that trail. So it's not, for us, it's not only about getting beautiful pictures where you see the most stunning stuff. It's more about being close to the rider and getting an idea of what the rider and the bike is going through on the trail.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
3, 2, 1, rider 1, drop it in.
This is what Red Bull Media are about. They're about going out and measuring people and media and being able to show that to audiences. So our first product set was to take you from here to here, from app to audience engagement. and in the middle, the Adobe plugin to allow you to create this content. So that's our workflow with the emotional metadata underpinning the whole thing. That's just one output, one series of products in one industry sector. You move that across into music, you move that into theatre, into arts, into live motorsports, into anything in the sports, games and entertainment arena. The same model applies. It is a method of capturing the data, a method of being creative and deriving insight from it, and then an audience engagement. And that's how we see this feedback loop moving forward. CTO of Red Bull Media, Andy Gall, has a vision of emotionalizing content, and that's taking the data that you can capture at the moment in time that people are performing these extreme things in extreme locations. And so you could take everything from the audio around them to the engine noises or the wind speed, altitude, and what the body goes through, and then be able to take all that data and understand what is happening at an emotional level with those individuals. Both of our visions have been incredibly aligned with this, where we see it has come from, what now is around us to be able to do this, and what we believe we can do together moving forward. Go one step further. This is emotional, digital emotional data. This is the future of interactions with the internet, with your machines, with each other. This has massive implications for society and our well-being as we move forward. And this is an incredible opportunity with an incredible partner for us to be able to do something that has a legacy for many generations.